And we are live. All right, here we go. Closing time. Closing time, which is a great song. It's very bright here. I don't know if I like it. Do I prefer that? Do we like it a bit dark? Give me a thumbs up if you can hear me. All right, give me a 1 in the chat if this is loud enough, because I don't want to speak too loud because there's people asleep in this villa. So I don't want to be too loud and essentially wake everyone up. So what's up if you're joining us on YouTube? What's up if you're joining us on Twitter? What's up if you're joining us on Instagram and even LinkedIn? So back at it again. So guys, we are 6 hours until we close. So we are nearly done. We're nearly finished. So what have we got for you today? In fact, I might move rooms. Stay with me. Hold on, everyone. We're going on a little journey to faraway lands. All right. New location. New location. What's the lighting like in here? Pretty good? Do we need this? I think we need this. All right. Can you all hear me on Instagram? New room, new setting. Now I'm looking down on you. I'm basically looking down on you, which is a slightly different setup. All right. This is pretty good. Let's close the doors because that light's coming through. This ain't bad. This is pretty good for a live stream. This is pretty good setting. I like it. Change of scenery. But let's rock and roll, guys. Okay, so what have we got for you today? So 4 hours left. 4 hours left, that's it. And today I had to turn down a potential member to Arthur. They booked a call, they wanted to jump in, and I turned them down. Why? You can call me sexist if you like, but it was because it was a woman. Yep, I literally turned down a chick who was ready to pay 4 figures to join Arthur. Why? Because this is a boys' club. And it's the boys' club to end all boys' clubs. So I'm going to keep this one short today because it's late here. But I promised I'd get on this live stream today, and I don't break my promises. So you've got to forgive me if my voice is a little bit hushed because there are people in this villa. So I don't want to be shouting like I usually am. I want to be respectful. So in the next hour or half an hour, I'm going to share with you the story, an important story that changed everything in my life. It changed the whole direction of my business, of my online efforts literally forever. So I want to share that with you today. I'm also going to enable comments. So if you guys do have comments, I don't want to show that, then your comments will automatically come up. So if you want to write anything in the comment section, it will come up automatically. So this is the cult story. This is the story about 3 years ago. I built a cult. I built my first cult. And yes, you heard that right, cult. So here's the story. So there's 4,000 members. We got 4,000 members. The community absolutely exploded to 4,000 members in about 3 months. And we actually ended up making 250K from that Discord server, from a free Discord server in the end. And the people in there were absolutely obsessed. Every morning, they would say good morning. Every night, they'd say good night. Every single day, without fail. In fact, people were more obsessed with it than we were. And I was basically the community leader. I was the leader of the tribe. And people would spend like 8 hours a day in there. And then we'd have late night calls. I was up till 4 a.m. every day, just grinding it out, just building the community, putting in the work. But yeah, people literally like were quitting jobs and saying that the community had saved their life. It was nuts. It was honestly nuts. And yeah, it did change lives. To be honest with you, it did. It did fucking change lives. But here's a question for you. Comment, cult, if you've ever wanted to build something people can't stop talking about. Perfectly reasonable question. So just drop that comment in the stream. If you've ever wanted to build something people can't stop talking about, just write the word cult down below in the stream, and it will automatically pop up on the screen. Unless you're on Instagram. I don't think it's not quite synced up with Instagram for some reason. But yeah, so we made 250K. But before we actually took all that revenue in, things went to hell. Things went to absolute hell. So we got robbed $90,000. Like we launched, and then the next day we had a message pop up in our group chat, and basically in the community, someone basically said, "Is there any reason why all this money has been moved from your treasury wallet?" You could see it because it was all in crypto. The next thing I knew, we had an empty bank account. My hands were literally shaking. Was supposed to be having a live call, a live stream, a Twitter space with one of the biggest other communities in our niche. Had to cancel it. Was completely embarrassed, ashamed, shocked, completely shocked. And yeah, shortly after that, the business side of things, that collapsed. The members started to scatter. They thought maybe that we had been involved in some kind of scam, which technically we had, but we were the victims of someone on our team as well. This was a thing. And I personally walked away broke. I went into that project with a nice bit of money behind me, and I put everything into that project. I then started making bold moves, and next thing I knew, I came out of that project completely skint. I had basically nothing left. Ironic, because we made more money in 4 months than most people make in 2 years. Crazy. And it was all, it's not like we've been paid that money from a salary. We made it. But my mind was still kind of blown. But here's the thing. Even after losing everything, people still stayed. It's still going today. 2 years, no, 3 years? 3 years later, it's still going. So it lives on today, and it's actually thriving. To be honest with you, it's actually thriving. Like, it's doing better than ever, which is wild. But that's when it really, really hit me that I'd been thinking about this community thing all wrong. See, most people think that communities are built on content, value, perfect products, the perfect strategy. Nah, bro, trust me, it's not any of that. That is actually all gas, complete gas. See, people don't follow information. They don't follow trends. They don't even follow religions. People follow magnetic characters. That's what they follow. They follow magnetic characters. So in order to sort of demonstrate what a magnetic character is, let's take someone like Donald Trump. Love him or hate him. Most people, it's sort of like 50-50. 50% of people hate him, 50% of people love him. But whether you like it or not, you cannot stop watching him. You cannot stop talking about him. He has those Trump rallies and thousands of people turn up. And the fact that he's actually hated actually makes him more magnetic. That's the thing. He's a magnetic character. He literally turns up places and people swarm. He is magnetic. Another example would be someone like Leonardo DiCaprio. Turns up to a party and everyone wants to talk to him. I'll give you some more examples. The Dalai Lama, magnetic character. People come from all over the world to see him, to meet him, to listen to him speak. That is a magnetic character. Other examples, Martin Luther King. He led his people into a movement. Black rights, being treated as equals. Before that, I can't remember what the laws were, but there was something crazy in the Constitution that said like black people were like a third of a human or something like that. It was something just ridiculous, something crazy. But he basically gave them a voice, and people used to travel from all around the country to come and hear him speak. And if you watch his speeches on YouTube, you will be very, very, very fucking moved. Very moved. You'll probably cry. I know when I heard his last speech before he died, I'm not even black, and I nearly cried. So it's amazing what the power of magnetism can do for the world and can do for a group of people. You need someone to step up. You need someone with that magnetism, that charisma. If there is no charismatic leader, there is no movement. There is no community. And this is the problem I see with a lot of digital communities. They might have a great offer. They might have a great course. They might even have the best sales system in the world. But they will die if the leader is not a magnetic character. So that's an example of a magnetic character. They have charisma. They rally people. They get people together around a common cause. They have a message. And this makes them magnetic. And here's the thing, right? I'm about to show you the paradox of this. So you might be saying, well, Dan, you're basically saying that you were the magnetic character inside that community you launched, that cult you launched. I half mean it when I say cult. It was culty, but it wasn't like a full-on cult. It was a community. But you need to be thinking like you're building a cult. You're not building a community, you're building a cult, you're building a movement. And you might be thinking, but Dan, you left. So they're clearly not there for you. But here is the actual paradox of the whole thing. If the leader does their job right, the community outgrows them. I'm going to say that again because that's quite an important point here. If the leader does their job right, the community outgrows them. What's up, Harrison? One of my best friends has just entered the stream on Instagram. I'm going to wave at him. I'm going to say this for the third time. If the leader does their job right, the community outgrows them. So I'll give you some examples. Jesus, he died. Christianity exploded. Moses, he also died. His whole mission was to claim a territory for the Israelites. That's why they left Egypt. He didn't even achieve that before he died. Joshua took over and became like this military beast, military savage. And Judaism propagated itself even after Moses had gone. He was the guy that got them all together. He was the guy that led them out of Egypt into the wilderness. And they were there for like 80 years. But Judaism still grew beyond him. And then finally, because we might as well just go for the big three religions, there's more, but Muhammad, Prophet Muhammad, he died. Yet Islam is the fastest growing religion in the world. But he died hundreds of years ago. So this is really the paradox, is that if the leader does their job right, the community will outgrow them. So that's the role of the magnetic character, to create something that outlives them. Sure, in the moment, everyone's coming to listen to them speak, everyone's coming to hear what they have to say. Well, I'm sure when Moses held up the 10 Commandments, everyone was on the edge of their seat. Yet, 3,000 years later, people still follow that faith. That community is stronger than ever. Well, with what's going on in Gaza right now, I don't know. But point being, the community outlived the prophets, it outlived the messengers, it outlived the magnetic characters. So here's a question for you. What legacy are you building right now? Are you building one? Are you? That's the question I've got for you. Put a 1 in the chat if you're building your legacy right now. Put a 2 in the chat if you don't even know what your legacy is. And put a 3 in the chat if you want to build your legacy. If you even want to build one. You don't need to know what it is, you just want to. 1 is, do you know what legacy you're building? 2 is, I have no idea. 3 is, I'm building a legacy, but I just don't know what that legacy is going to be. All right, okay. Let's talk about Arthur a little bit and how this connects up. Because Arthur is closing in 6 hours' time, guys. As you can see from the screen, we have approximately 6 hours left. In fact, 6.5. The time in the UK right now, time UK, is nearly 6 p.m. So in 6 hours and 15 minutes, the doors for Arthur are going to close. They're closing, whether you get in or not. So here's what you need to know. I created something. Created a path. Created a path to sovereign manhood. So like I said at the beginning of this video, the beginning of this stream, I turned away someone earlier, a woman, from our group. Now she was, I don't know if she would have closed or not. I don't know if she would have enrolled. But I could have taken her money. But I wanted to keep it for what it was intended to be, which is a group for men, for male entrepreneurs, because I know what it's like. I've been in parts of sports teams for a long time, for my whole life. I know what it's like when you have a group of men together. You really like that testosterone environment, that high test environment breeds success. It breeds energy. It breeds progress. Is this thing on? It's just died. There we go. No, it's cool. That's what you need. Like, I used to go to the skate park as a kid, and I used to go with two of my friends, and we used to just egg each other on, go higher, do a bigger trick, go faster, try that thing that you're scared to try. You just push each other, and you get better. Like, it's just a success environment when there's men around, and I know that. So that's why I want to keep it as a brotherhood. So yeah, actually turned away a woman. Could have taken the money, but this is bigger than money. Who we have inside is so important. I'm sure she would have been great. And I've coached women before, and I've helped women before. I've helped women grow their businesses. Like Esther, she made 6K in 3 weeks with just 2,000 followers. But I want this to be about men, because I want that environment. I want that high test. I want that intense furnace, forge environment. And you can only get that when you make it all men. So this isn't theory. This is how everything works in progress. So I'll talk you through the path. So the path to sovereign manhood consists of 3 steps. I spoke about this the other day, but I'll remind you. Step 1 is what I've been talking about today, the magnetic character. Becoming someone people want to follow, want to learn from, who has a message that people resonate with, who gets the people together. That's step 1. And there's a few different components of that. There's storytelling, there's leadership, there's energy, mastering your own energy. There's mastering the art of framing yourself as a leader, as a world builder. You're coming into my world that I'm creating for you because I'm a visionary. That's the frame. Step two, get paid for being yourself. And how do we do this? Now, this is some questions I've actually been getting from people. They're like, oh, I want to build an offer. I want to build an offer that I can launch to my audience, or I can launch to somebody to make money, right? In a way that feels aligned with me. You can't get paid for being yourself without having an offer that people want, that the market is screaming for. So in step two, we help you build your offer. I'm actually going to be working one-to-one with the people inside here, which I've never offered in the past, but I'm coming back and I want to make sure this is fucking awesome and that people get amazing results. So I'm going to be offering one-to-one. So I'm going to be building the offer with you. If you go to my page right now and you go on click the link in my bio, you'll see the offer that I wrote. And you'll see that you read it and you'll go, this is really resonating with me. It might not resonate with you, but if it's resonating with you, you'll understand that I understand this at a very deep level. I spent a lot of money, a lot of time getting good at creating offers. I've launched over 30 in the last year. I've helped Connor launch his offer, and he made 13K monthly recurring revenue within a few months. I helped Matt launch his offer, and he made 20K in 5 days with 2,000 followers. I know offers. Offers is my bread and butter. If you don't have an offer, you will not get paid for being yourself. Offers turn ideas, they alchemize ideas into gold. So you want to get paid for your ideas, you need to be able to create an offer that bangs. And I will help you, and I won't only just help you with personalized guidance, with the principles and the philosophy so that you can write your own offers without having to refer to frameworks. But I've even gone a step further. I've got 5 validated offers that have made multi-4 figures to 5 figures. They're validated. You can just take those templates. You can plug them into AI. This isn't about AI. I want it to be as little about AI as possible, but it's going to help you. Plug it into AI and write offers that make money. You can literally take these plug and play templates, inject your own ideas into it, because it's all about structure. The structure is just as important, if not more important, than what you actually write. You're going to get those structures. They're not frameworks, they're structures that you can mix and match. Templates that work. You're going to get all of those. You're going to get all my strategies, all of my templates, everything, every tool you could possibly need to get paid for being yourself, I'm providing for you inside. And the proof is in the pudding. And then step 3 is something I call the proximity tower. Now, I'm not going to go into it here. You can go and click on the link in my bio and go to the sales page and see exactly what it is. But the principle is very simple. Imagine you have a tower. I'm going to take this shampoo bottle. And the tower has levels, has tiers. Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3, Tier 4. And then this is you, the brown cap. This is you at the top. If somebody wants to work with you, like, it's based off proximity. So if someone comes into your world, they come in here. Like right now, with me right now on this live stream, you're here. You've got a little bit of proximity to me. Yeah, I'm sharing some ideas, some principles, some knowledge today. But you're not getting, this isn't intimate. This isn't as intimate as it could be. This is Tier 1. Tier 2, maybe I have a digital product or I have something low cost which you can buy. Maybe a workshop, maybe a training, some kind. Now you're a customer. Now you're deeper into my world. Now you're actually learning from me. Next tier up would be like Arthur, a group, a community. That'd be your middle tier. Above that, you would have like some kind of private inner circle, which you will have access to. If you join Arthur, I will invite you to join that inner circle. That's an even higher tier. Now you're getting more of my time, more proximity. And then finally, you have access to me directly one-to-one, which I'm offering inside Arthur. So usually, you at the top, this is your most expensive offer because people are paying for proximity to you. They're not paying for one-to-one coaching. They're paying to be closer to you. Or maybe you're running an agency. They're paying for you to run something in their business. Whatever it is, this is the highest level of access that you give. So you charge the most. And there's different variations of this. You could run a retreat. You could run an intensive. You could run an in-person 1 month intensive like I did, where you can charge even more. So basically, the more access they have to you, the more you charge. And you can't put a price on that because you are infinitely valuable if you know your worth. Offers enable you to communicate that value. So you can have one-to-one offers, you can have group offers, you can have workshop offers, going down the tower now. This in itself is an offer, this live stream. But the point is they come in here and they work their way up to the top. Eventually, this is where you're getting paid the most because your time isn't scalable. And all these other tiers are there. Now, I just broke that down in some depth, but all you need to know is this. When you fill these tiers, each tier takes a certain amount of time per week to fulfill. You have X amount of one-to-one / agency clients. You have X amount of inner circle members. You have X amount of community time you spend on your community. You have X amount of time you spend delivering digital products and workshops. The point being is if you're spending X amount of time serving each tier, that means you can add more clients to each tier and more customers and more people in without burning out, without adding more work. Because let's say tier 1 at the bottom takes 3 hours a week. Let's say workshops and digital products take like 2 hours a week. Let's say your group coaching, because it doesn't matter how many people are in there, your community, doesn't matter how many people are in there, you're going to spend, say, 6 hours a week on that. Your inner circle, maybe you're only just dipping in and out, just giving fast feedback. That's maybe like 3 hours a week. And then maybe your one-to-one, you've got 10 one-to-one clients. That's 10 hours a week. As long as you cap how much time you spend serving each tier, you can keep filling each tier with clients without adding more work. So that's the model we run. So you have 3 steps. 1, become a magnetic character. 2, get paid for being yourself with offers that you can charge 4 to 5 figures for. And then you scale by building your tower with different tiers of your offer. Voila. So that's the path to sovereign manhood, because once you become a magnetic character, people want to pay you. Then you have an offer that justifies payment, that communicates your value and that you can charge high ticket for. And then finally, you have a system that's scalable where you can keep adding more clients without adding more time to your work week. And this is how you stop selling your time and you start selling access. It's far more valuable to people. And if you're still wondering like, oh, does this really work, Dan? Honestly, just go to the sales page, which is the link in my bio. Take a look at how many lives we've changed. It's really hard to make this stuff up, trust me. And I would never I just feel dirty doing that anyway. It takes so much time to make it up. This is years of helping people with this stuff. But a few more examples I'll just read off here. Richard launched a network of doctors, and his posts were getting like hardly any likes. Like his engagement was so low, but he launched a community of doctors. You don't need high engagement for this. Like I said, Matt launched his offer made 20K in 5 days. He had 2,000 followers. You don't need a lot of followers. You don't need loads of engagement. You just need an offer. You need to become a magnetic character. You need an offer that people want. And you need a system that you can scale with, which is building your proximity tower. Got a question here. You stay in Brew. I don't understand, Koi. I'm sorry, bro. Koi Damien. I'm not sure what that means. Yeah, let's go, bro. Who have we got here? We've got Melodify. Let's get that comment in the chat. Nice, bro. Nice. You're my only YouTube viewer right now. We've got about 35 people on Twitter, and we've got a couple people on Instagram. I wonder how many people we've got on LinkedIn. I have no idea. But it's fun, right? These live streams. It's late here, but I'm still doing it because we fucking turn up for the boys. All right, I'm going to read something for you. I wanted to play some music, but it's just a bit too late here to play music. Let's take a look. All right, so this is what I want to share with you. This is what Connor, where do you live in Bali? I'm originally from Indonesia. I'm in Canggu, specifically Cemagi. That's what I'm going to say. Right, I want to read out because I'm getting really, really pumped reading the testimonials from people and like what they're saying. So Connor, this is what Connor said. Honestly changed my life. We went from 0 to 10K a month in the first couple months, and it was a big light bulb moment for me. That me doing this work can actually get me fucking paid. So yeah, I can't rate him highly enough. Like I said before, changed my life. Ahab, who's inside Arthur. Before joining Arthur and working with Dan, I was at a standstill, unable to see a path forward to monetizing my efforts. I was entangled in self-doubt, with my ambitions completely eclipsed by my limiting beliefs. I've not only earned my first income through X, but I've also completely shattered the glass ceiling I had imposed on my potential. Dan's approach is nothing short of alchemy, transforming my uncertainties into actionable strategies and turning dreams into tangible results. That is a fucking gleaming testimonial right there from a man, Ahab. And he's in there now. He's already inside Arthur too. And he's also not just stepping up with his business, he's stepping up inside there. He's actually helping the guys inside there. We've had some crazy calls lately. Everyone seems to be on the same journey. If you've read the sales page, which is the link is in my bio, you will see what journey I went on lately. I lost faith in God. I lost touch with God. I lost faith in myself. I started hiding. I got off social media. I had a bit of a crisis. And then what happened? I realized God was stripping everything away from me that was not necessary. And when I did finally come back and realize what was important, that was why I came back to social media, because I knew I had to continue this work. I had to continue this work with Arthur. I had to continue helping people transform their lives with their income, with their business. And the best way to do that is through a brotherhood. People who have got your back through thick and thin. Yesterday I spoke about the CEO, the cheating CEO, who he'd been doing the rounds on social media, right? Got caught with his pants down literally at the Coldplay concert, became the clown of the internet. Do you think if he had a brotherhood around him, he would have made that stupid fucking decision? No fucking chance. They would have said, bro, you've got two options. Number one, fuck her and be done with it. Don't let it ruin your life. At least that way, if his family found out, it wouldn't have been a public humiliation. or they would have said, don't fucking do this, it's stupid. I would have told them, don't do this. Like, you're just thinking with your dick. Don't do this. Don't put your life in jeopardy. If you do want to do this, then do it the right way. Handle it privately. But no, he didn't have a brotherhood around him who stuck up for him, and that's a guy that had a lot to lose. The more you have to lose, the more important the counsel you have around you is. You need people that look out for you, that want you to win. Your friends, a lot of your friends, I'm going to be honest with you, a lot of your friends don't want you to win because your ambition is something they can't even fathom. Yes, Abby, welcome, bro. Your ambition is something that your friends can't even fathom because you're different. You're different. So the further you get up in the success ladder, the more isolated you become. So when you find brothers, I'm lucky to have some brothers here in Bali. I'm very lucky to have some brothers here. They take the edge off. But I also have my community, people I can depend on, people that share the same mission. We're looking to build amazing lives. And we do that. What pays for the life? We need to make money. So I used to judge people that used to go on about financial promises. And then I started realizing that these stories are true. And when I started actually helping people achieve crazy results, I really started to believe that, oh my God, this is real. All you have to do is just try. All you have to do is take a risk. I'm writing a newsletter this week on risk. I think you guys are going to love it. My highest performing tweet ever was about risk. And I've just broken it down. I've been like, why did that perform so well? It's not just the surface level as I thought, like it's deep. We help you take those risks. We help you take the risks you need to take in order to get the reward, because no risk, no reward. The higher the risk, the higher the reward. So we help you, like that example I used earlier, when you're at the skate park with your boys, like I was when I was younger, and you push each other, do a bigger jump, get more air, do a harder trick. That's what you get in this success environment, in this brotherhood that we've built for you. So this is scratching my itch. And if it's scratching my itch, I know it's going to scratch yours. I built this for myself, as in I built the product that I wanted to see in the world. And we've got so much proof now, so many case studies that, you know, people making 20K in 5 days. I mean, wow. I mean, that to me, I'm honored that I was a part of that, but I'm just impressed that people are doing that. And that's what you get inside Arthur. That's why the offer is make your next 5 to 20K with the path to sovereign manhood, with the brothers, because the brothers push you. They believe in you. And most men don't have that in their lives. Let me tell you that. I certainly didn't, but I found it and know how valuable it is. But the point is, I've told you about some of the results. I told you about Connor. I told you about Matt. I told you about Richard. I told you about Esther. There's dozens of these. If you just go to the link in my bio, click on the sales page, you'll see how many people we've helped transform their income and therefore their lives. Because you need money to pay for shit. There's nothing worse than being fucking broke. It sucks. That's basically what this problem solves. Like as an entrepreneur, your risk of going broke is so much higher than someone who's in a 9 to 5, because the employees get paid first, right? That's how businesses work. The business owners get their money last, but if their business is doing well, guess what? They get fucking rich. And they live better lives. And they've actually found that the higher up you are in a hierarchy, the less stress you have. And we live in a hierarchical society. You've got to get up there. You've got to get up. And we help you with all of that. All right. Right now we have pretty much just under 6 hours left. So I'm going to put that banner up. We've got just under 6 hours. Where is it? There it is. In fact, we've got 6 hours 52 minutes left, exactly. There we go. Is it? Oh no, it's 5 hours. Wait. 6 would be, no, it is 6 hours, 52 minutes. Oh wait, no, it's 5 hours. It's 5 hours, 52 minutes. Wow. Change that. I'm gonna be up in the morning and I'm going to be working on this again. I'm going to be making sure that I'm dealing with everyone that wants to join last minute, because I know what it's like. You always get the last minute rush. Always happens. So yeah, we've got a few spots left. If you want to join, 5 hours and 52 minutes left to join. The clock is ticking. Do you want to come with the boys or not? Do you want to build with the boys, or do you want to stay where you are? Do you want to build with the boys to 5 to 20K months, or do you want to stay where you are? I don't think there's many people out there that are making you that offer with the amount of proof that we have. This isn't just some bold claim. And I could have been a fucking dickhead and promised just straight up 20K. No, I've said 5 to 20K. Because if you're a beginner, we can get you to 5K easy. But I can't promise you 10, 20K. But if you're the right person like Matt, who had the right ingredients, only 2,000 followers, but he had the right offer, and he had the right drive, and he had the right personality, he made 20K in 5 days. So Connor made 13K in a matter of months. You can do it too. You don't need a big following. You don't need loads of engagement. That's all bullshit. You just need you need to become a magnetic character. You need the right offer, and then you need the right system to scale it. We give you all three. So yeah, there is 5 hours, 52 minutes remaining. Less, 51 minutes remaining now. So you'll not only regret it if you don't get in today, but it'll actually cost you money. Because every day without this system means you're leaving thousands on the table. Because, well, let me tell you why. The first reason is because the first 12 members, they get the special founders price for life. This deal will never happen again. Reason number 2, every day without the path to sovereign manhood means you're leaving thousands on the table, because your potential is there, but without the right system and a brotherhood, the high test success environment, you're just spinning your wheels, and you know it too. I don't really have to tell you that. You just know it. Just bringing it to your awareness. Reason number 3, and this is my favorite reason, this isn't just some course. The path to sovereign manhood is a transformation system. And the real value, as I've alluded to a lot in this call, in this live stream, a brotherhood of men actually making 5 to 20K months. So you never get stuck alone. You're never stuck alone. This will be the boys club to end all boys clubs. I literally turned a chick down today who was willing to pay 4 figures for this, because I want to keep this all dudes. We all know the power of being with the lads. We all know the power of being with the boys. This taps into this power, to that power. To egg each other on to do huge numbers. I'm talking silly numbers, going way beyond. Surely you're not passing up on that. Making 5 to 20K a month with the boys. Like, come on. Let's get real. Doesn't get any better than that. So yeah, we close in 5 hours, 50 minutes, or 49 minutes. Are you going to keep struggling alone, or are you hoping things are just going to change? Or will you install a system that makes you 5 to 20K months inevitably with your bros? That is the question. So I would go to the link in my bio right now. In fact, I'm going to put this in the stream right now. So 5 hours, 45 mins left to enroll. We got a new one. I love this. This is fucking great. I love this. So 5 hours, 45 minutes left to enroll. Head to the link in my bio and book a call. It's free. The call is free. Just see if it's the right fit for you. I also want to talk about reason number 4 that you'll regret not joining today. Because I want to make this really fucking awesome, my best offer ever. Like, I can't tell you how much fucking work I put into this. And make it like none else out there. I'm giving a level of access to me, which I've never offered in a group format before. Not like this anyway. So yeah, reason number 4 that you're going to want to join today and why you shouldn't pass this up. For this group, I'm offering one-to-one help to all the members inside. I usually charge 6K for this. You're not going to pay anywhere near that. So this is your last chance to get coached by me one-to-one for 1/3 of my usual price. Because once we close, we're closed. And there's literally no guarantees when we'll reopen. We're definitely not going to open at this price. And I'm not going to be doing this constant open-close bullshit. This is a 6-week intensive. The doors are going to be closed for way longer than what most of these clowns are doing. And in all honesty, I don't even have plans to relaunch. Like, this hasn't been planned. So if you're serious about making your next 5 to 20K as a sovereign man, this is your shot. Go to the link in my bio, make the move. At least read the page. At least read the page, see what I've built for you, see if it fits, see if it aligns. All right, what else we got here? Yeah, like I said, guys, this is all I've got left for you today. This is it. Will you keep struggling alone, hoping things will change, or will you install the system that makes your next 5 to 20K month inevitable with the boys? This is your last chance to get coached by me for 1/3 of my usual price. Once we close, we are closed. It's a 6-week intensive. No one else is getting in. No guarantees when we reopen. So if you go to the link in my bio, you click on the Arthur link, joinarthur.card.co. Read the page. Have a look at our testimonials. Have a look at the case studies. I've got 5 massive case studies on there. It's like seven massive case studies. And then I've also got, like, if you scroll on the testimonial section, you will be scrolling. I timed it. If you scroll fast, even if you're scrolling relatively fast, it will take more than 30 seconds to get through them because there's just so many. We've changed that many lives. Like, I feel proud that I get to say that. I feel proud that I can actually stand here on a live stream, because I've been building this for years, and say to you, we've changed so many lives that I'm actually able to be proud of that and effectively gloat about it and say, look, the proof's in the pudding. Like, you can read the page and get emotional about it in a good way and get all amped up, but you're not going to take action unless you see that it works. That sales page proves everything to you. I couldn't have put any more proof in there, really, unless I wrote about everyone's transformation individually, which I couldn't. I only highlighted the top 5. And there's also the question like, well, what makes this different, Dan? It's a brotherhood, yeah. It's helping me make money, yeah. I've seen this. If you actually go and you read the section where I say it's not a course, in fact, let's go read it quick. All right. This is what I said. This isn't a course, this is a brotherhood who has your back. And I said, I'm imagining I'm you now, skeptical. I don't know, Dan. I've been in a few programs and they're all the same shit. What makes this different? And I said, listen, you don't need another course telling you what to do. You need intimacy. Because let's face it, you probably know everything you need to know about client acquisition, closing deals, sending DMs, posting consistently, all that stuff. But you don't need that. You need a safe place where people aren't judging you, where you can share the deepest struggles, the real problems in your life, the man problems only brothers can help you solve. And here's 2 examples. 2 weeks ago, we helped Alex have a very tough conversation with his parents about moving out. He's ready, but he just couldn't face the judgment. But we helped him step into his, I'm calling it masculine authority. We helped him step into that and have that conversation with grace and lead that conversation. He's leading his parents now. And he's been a new man since. This is what he had to say. He said, Arthur is by far the best community I've encountered in the masculine space. For months, I've struggled to fit in everywhere else. But this one was different. Dan understood me very well compared to most people. I no longer have to be scared to speak up. No more toxic BS. The people are welcoming and always there to watch your back. If you've ever struggled to fit in, Arthur is definitely the big move. We also had Ray. Shout out Ray. I think he's in the Instagram live feed right now. Just this week, we helped Ray navigate a very sensitive and difficult situation with his long-term partner. This has been in my head for weeks, but I've had no one to talk to about it. This is the shit that literally fucks men up, fucks you up as a man. When you don't have anyone to speak to about your problems, the real problems going on in your life. So we spent 45 minutes as a team helping him figure out what to do next. And he left with crystal clear clarity. And Ray, if you're listening right now, feel free to put a thumbs up in the chat because this was a beautiful moment. And he knew exactly what actions he needed to take next. All that worry, all that anxiety, all that overthinking, all gone. That's called masculine clarity, my friend. And he got it fast. And when he left the call, he said, I love you guys. That is true brotherhood. You can go and read his story right now if you click on the sales page. But yeah, point being, no matter what your problems are, we can bring this to you. We can bring this for you. We can provide this safe space. And we, your brotherhood, will help you through everything. This happened today, 2 days ago, for example. One of our members said, anyone else feeling the fucking devil on their shoulder today? One of our other members turned around. It's all you and it's all love. He then replied, the only thing I feel now is 160 kg on the leg press, and everyone reacted. And we're literally supporting men with their struggles like this every single day. And when it does come to your business, you probably have questions too. Most like busy oppie offers, which is most of the things you see, like people talking about, how you're gonna make money, blah, blah, blah. They look down on you for not being sure on the stuff that you learned, the stuff they gave you in the course. They just give you the course and they expect you to get it. But we both know that isn't enough. That's why we help you through this with personalized care and attention. That's why I'm doing one-to-ones with you guys, without judgment or BS match-through pep talks. No matter what your problems are, we can bring this, and you, your brotherhood, and we, your brotherhood, will help you with this. So just go, check out the page, the link in my bio, and see this shit for yourself. Because I'm done. I'm done reading out testimonials now. I'm done. Go and see for yourself. So yeah, go and book that call. When you go on the sales page, book that call. It's free. It's a fit check. It's just checking you're the right fit. Like I said, I had to cancel a call today. I had to say no to money because it was the wrong the person wouldn't have vibed with what we were doing. So surely you're not passing on this. 5 to 20K months with the boys, becoming a sovereign man, going through the 6 weeks intensive, going through this 3 steps to help you make your next 5 to 20K. I've laid out the path for you. Step 1, become a magnetic character. Step 2, get paid for being yourself with offers that you can charge high ticket for. Step 3, scale that with a system, repeatable system that means that you stop selling your time and you start selling proximity to you. Guys, magnetic characters are rare. I spoke about magnetic characters today and the importance of them and how they build movements. They don't build brands, they build worlds. We help you develop that, and you're going to be surrounded by 11 others of them inside Arthur. So come and build with the boys. We go beyond. Final spots are about to disappear. I've got 3 calls booked tomorrow. More people are coming through the door because they know time's running out. If you want your spot, if you want to secure your spot, go to the link in my bio, read the page, or if you're already sold, just scroll down to the book a call button. It's free. I'm not going to try and sell you. I'm going to assume if you're there, you actually want to be a part of this. So it's just going to be a conversation. I'm not going to sell you. I'm just going to have a conversation with you. And if you want to join, awesome. Perfect. Join us on this journey. We're going with or without you because this is a mission that I've been given from a higher place. So for me, I don't need to do this. But I've been told to do this from a higher power. Yeah, bro. Abby, man, all love, bro. Yeah, the newsletter, the magnetic character one, that went out. If you go on my Substack, it's there. In fact, shall I drop it in the chat? I'll drop it in the chat before I bounce because I'm probably going to go get a little bit of sleep before tomorrow. Because tomorrow morning I know I'm going to wake up and people are going to be like, yo, I want to join, but the doors are about to close. And I'll be like, shit. What we got here? Hey, Dan, absolutely love your stuff as usual. Thanks for doing the live streams. They're awesome. Cheeky Legend, big up. Cheeky Legend comments on my YouTube stuff. And we're building a bit of a relationship, aren't we, Cheeky Legend? We're building a bit of a relationship now. Hopefully you guys are getting value from my newsletters and from my YouTubes. I'm filming another YouTube tomorrow. Abby, bro, I'm going to put the link to so the magnetic character newsletter. I'm going to tag you, Abby. Let me just quickly figure out your tag. Abby, man, can you drop your handle in the stream? Yeah, I know, bro. I know what it's like. Don't worry. I'm going to drop it in the I'm going to drop it in the comment section. Don't worry. So I found you. You come up on my feed. Abby Dogan. All right, got you. Abby Dogan. I think that's you, bro. Yeah. I tagged you. We had Chris come in. He said, "What the fuck is Situation Room?" It's a situation, brother. The situation. Did anyone watch Jersey Shore? Did anyone ever watch Jersey Shore? We got a situation. the situation. Cool. All right, guys, we've been rocking and rolling for about an hour. You know what to do next. You know what to do. It sounds like you've really been having some big months. If you don't mind me asking, how did you choose splash out and spend it, or are you a saver? A lot of my money goes into my business, and a lot of my money goes towards, I like to put things in Bitcoin. So I also like to spend a lot of my money. So like, I'm not flashy. I don't like buying bullshit things, but like, I'll go on trips. I'll buy surfboards. I will invest in myself, invest in my business. And I'll be honest, like, not all months are huge months. Like, if you look at my story, if you go to my Instagram, I actually have been pretty transparent about how at the beginning of the year, like, I had a few rough months, had a bit of a crisis, personal crisis. And with that personal crisis, it was actually linked to a bit of a breakup that just everything spiraled a bit out of control. I took a break. I got off social media. You probably saw I didn't post a YouTube video for a long time. I didn't write my newsletters. I was behind the scenes for other big creators and started doing some big numbers with them. And that was when I realized, as much as I can drive insane revenue for clients, I like coaching people, man. I like teaching. When someone asked me a few years ago if you could do any job for free, what would it be? And what I told them was I'd be a teacher. And then I just started posting content online, started writing blogs. Here we are, 2.5 years later, coaching people to 20K months, empowering people, really. I hate the word coach. I hate it. But it's about empowering people. It's like, I was never born to be a CEO. I'm not organized enough, but I can motivate people and install belief in people to help them break free of their current limitations and dream and go big and take action. And I can actually give them blueprints. I can give them the path to sovereign manhood, which makes their income goals inevitable. And I can also provide the right success environment for people to really thrive. So that's my calling. And I've been hiding from it for too long. So we're back in the game now. And I've got tons of proof to back it up. Because a lot of people chat shit. This stuff's all real. And I'm very proud of what we've done. But yeah, dude, that's my answer to you. But yeah. All right, I'm gonna quickly update the banner. I'm gonna edit it. Can I edit this? We're on exactly there we are, guys. This is the current update. 5 hours and 30 minutes left to enroll. We close at midnight GMT, which is about 8 a.m. here for me. Oh, actually, time GMT. Oh, guys, I'm completely wrong. We have actually 6 hours, 30 minutes exactly. Because it's GMT. So midnight GMT. Midnight GMT. So it'll be about 1 o'clock in the UK. It'll be about 8 p.m. in the US. That is the situation. That is the situation. So you've got 6 hours, 30 minutes left to enroll. Sorry, I got it wrong. Because it's GMT. So you have 6 hours, 30 minutes to claim your sovereignty, to join a brotherhood of men scaling. Well, they're going to help you reach your next 5 to 20K month. The reason why it's 5 to 20K and not just 20K, because I can't promise a beginner 20K. Matt was in a very particular situation when we made 20K in 5 days. He had business experience. He had a loyal brand, only 2,000 followers, but a loyal brand. He had a lot of experience in his niche. So 20K is possible, and we can go beyond that. But then, as well, here's the crazy thing. Like a beginner could easily make their next 5K. I just can't promise you a minimum amount above that, because 5K is easy to make, especially when you follow this path. I'm going to teach you everything you need to know, from writing offers and selling offers to actually sales. I'm going to actually teach you high ticket sales. I spent $2,000 a few years ago just learning sales, high ticket sales, how to close high ticket deals. And I've taught this to countless others, like another Connor, a different Connor. I taught him high ticket sales and how to do outreach and how to structure his offer the right way. And he made 8K in 90 days. And he had less than 1,000 followers. His testimonial is on the Arthur sales page, which is in the link in my bio. So 6 hours, 25 minutes left to enroll. I'm going to leave it with you guys. I'm going to go get some rest. I'll be up in the morning, which will be about evening time. It'll be like 11 p.m. in the UK. It'll be about, 7 p.m. in the US. So if you have questions, or if you want to enroll before the doors close, book a call. Go to the sales page, book a call, or DM me. DM me Arthur if you're interested. We have payment plans. If you don't have a big budget right now, but you want to join, we have payment plans. We'll get you making money, and by the time you're making money, your investment would have paid for itself. This investment will pay for itself, maybe 1,000. I'm not going to say 1,000. This has potential, if you stick to the path, to turn you into a 6-figure a year earner from your business, from your online business, from your sovereign business. 6 figures compared to what you're going to invest. Like, imagine if someone said if you invested 2.5K in a crypto coin and it's guaranteed to at least 5x, would you do it? But rather than putting your money in a crypto token, why don't you put your money into yourself? That's what I did. And even if you don't reach the result, which I'm confident you will, because you're going to be in the right success environment, success breeds success. However, even if you don't reach the result, who you become in the meantime, in the process, becoming a sovereign man, the skills you learn, the confidence you'll gain, the self-worth you'll develop from investing that much in yourself, the friendships you'll build. And if you buy the yearly membership, you have a brotherhood for a whole year. A whole year. You won't have to go anywhere else. Everything you need. Anytime we produce anything for you guys, you'll get it. You can come meet us in Bali. You can come hang out with us. This is something I'm looking at as a 5 to 10 year thing. I don't know when we're going to reopen. It won't be this price. But it's a 6-week intensive. So it'll be at least 6 weeks, probably longer, to be honest, because I'm going to work on some other things in the meantime. I don't want to just I want to let it breathe. So that's me being completely transparent. I have no plans to reopen it. If we did, it will be longer than 6 weeks. So I want to let it breathe. And when we do, it won't be this price. This is the special founder's price for these first 12 men. I've said enough, guys. I've been selling the living daylights out of this. You're probably thinking, fuck me, Dan, when are you going to give me something else? But I need to push you over the line, because if I don't, you're just going to stay where you are. And then my job, I failed at my job, which is to get you to fucking take massive action, change your life, invest in yourself, take a fucking risk. What am I going to do? Am I going to fucking run off? Am I going to disappear from the internet with It's not like I'm making like millions from this and I'm going to be able to retire. Like, we're just getting started. Do you want to be part of it or not? We're going with or without you. I'm motivating you to fucking do something with your life. So fucking take action. I'm with you every step of the way. I'm rooting for you. It's time to go beyond. It's time to fucking do something big with your life. It starts in Arthur, starts with this brotherhood, starts with the moment you fucking say, yes, I'm in. So that's it, guys. I'm loving these live streams. I'm going to do more of them. Thanks, Abby, for messaging me today. Are we doing the live stream? I nearly fucking got caught up in other things and nearly went to bed. Nah, this is where I'm in my happy place with you guys here. Fucking trying to compel you to take action on your dreams because you fucking deserve it. Your friends don't understand your ambition, but these guys inside here, me, we do. This is built for you. It's built for the ambitious entrepreneur. The June live stream. Bro, we should fucking just stream the film. I mean, I don't know if there's a copyright thing. Or I can read the fucking book one night. We'll do fucking book night. But yeah, guys, lots of love for all of you. Thank you for giving me your attention. Thank you for letting me show you what I've built because I'm proud of it. I'm very, very proud of it. So tomorrow we close. These live streams are going to change. They're not going to be trying to compel you to get into Arthur. You're not going to be able to get in tomorrow. So it's going to change. We're just going to be sharing ideas. We're going to be we're building a community here, bigger community than just what's going on in Arthur. We're building a tribe, building a movement. I want you with me so that you can go and build your own. That's what I'm trying to help you guys do. So I'm going to go shower. I'm going to go to bed. I'm going to read June. Be up in the morning. DM me Arthur if you want in, or if you want to go and find out a bit more, click on the link in my bio. Go read the sales page. Go see how many lives we've changed, and then decide, because you've got 6 hours to do so. Let's go, boys. Let's fucking go. Come on. Hasta luego. Love you all. See you, Abby. See you, Cheeky Legend. See you, everyone that's joined on Instagram. Everyone that's still watching on Twitter. Let's fucking go, boys. It's time to fucking make it happen.